Do you have these top for most ultra-rare and valuable 1976 bicentennial quarter dollars worth a lot of big money, and that could make you billionaire? These coins weren't just currency, they were a tribute to American history. What if that old 1976 quarter in your pocket change is secretly worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? The 1976 no-mint mark bicentennial quarter dollar, a coin that marks America's 200th birthday and hides rare and mind-blowing error variants that are rocking the collector's market. One special version of this coin was estimated to be worth up to $80,000 or more, and some believe unique errors could push values into the six-figure range, coin types, and varieties. There are three primary versions of the 1976 bicentennial quarter: Clad Circulation Strike No Mint Mark, Philadelphia; Clad Circulation Strike DO Denver, 40% silver collector versions S San Francisco. The No Mint Mark version, struck in Philadelphia, is especially interesting to collectors because it has produced some of the most spectacular error coins and high-grade rarities found to date. Top rare errors to look out for. Want to know what makes these coins explode in value? Look for these jaw-dropping rarities. Double die obverse DDO. Value: $500 to $5,000, depending on condition and clarity. Struck on wrong planchet. Value: $5,000 to $15,000 plus, especially if struck on silver or copper. Off-center strike. Value: $300 to $2,500, depending on degree and visibility. Clipped planchet. Value: $250 to $1,500 plus. Broad strike without rim. Value: $200 to $1,200. Wrong metal composition. Some no-mint mark bicentennial quarters were mistakenly struck on 40% silver plankets. Value: $10,000 to over $40,000, depending on confirmation by grading services. High-grade coins. WHY condition matters. Most circulated 1976 no-mint mark quarters are worth face value, unless they are in exceptional condition or have errors. High mint state grades like MS67 or MS68 are ultra-rare and command big prices. An MS67 Plus graded bicentennial quarter has sold for over $4,000. Coins with flawless luster and nowhere can fetch upwards of $10,000 if certified by PCGS or NGC. Only a tiny percentage of these coins survive in top grades, making them true collector gold. Shocking auction sales and record breakers. Collectors have gone wild over the 1976 no-mint mark bicentennial quarters. Here are some of the biggest winners. A wrong planchet silver quarter sold for $19,200 at Heritage Auctions. A perfectly graded MS68 Plus no-mint mark coin drew bids near $8,500. Unique error types, like a bicentennial quarter on a nickel planchet, have been rumored to be worth over $50,000 to $80,000. Some collectors and dealers speculate that if a one-of-a-kind perfect storm error coin is discovered, such as Silver Strike, DDO, and high grade, it could potentially exceed $100,000 to $250,000 or more at a major auction. A small quarter, just 25 cents in face value, potentially bringing in life-changing money. But not just any quarter, we're talking about the 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter dollar, a legendary piece of American history that could be hiding in your pocket change or coin jar right now. Get ready to dive deep into the captivating story behind this historic coin, its rarest versions, jaw-dropping auction sales, and what makes some of them extraordinarily valuable. History of the 1976 D Bicentennial Quarter. In 1976, the United States celebrated its 200th birthday, the bicentennial of American independence. To mark this monumental event, the U.S. minted something extraordinary. They introduced a series of commemorative coins with special designs. The 1976 quarter features a unique reverse design by Jack Lahr, showing a colonial drummer boy with a torch of victory surrounded by 13 stars, representing the original colonies. Instead of the usual single year, it bears a dual date, 1776 to 1976, signifying the bicentennial celebration. Rarity and minting statistics. 1976 D clad quarters copper nickel, most common. 1976 D silver clad quarters 40% silver, far less common, only issued in special collector sets. Proof and mint state varieties MS6, 7, and higher. Extremely rare in perfect condition, even more exciting. There are error coins and unique die varieties that fetch massive premiums at auctions, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC in top condition. Valuable error varieties to watch for. Here's where things get truly exciting. Error coins and rare varieties can turn your bicentennial quarter into a gold mine. Let's take a look at the most valuable and sought-after 1970-60 errors. Double die obverse DDO. Can fetch $500 to $3,000 depending on grade. Off-center strike, worth to $150 to $1,500, plus, based on how off-center it is, wrong planchet errors. These freaks of the mint world can sell for $5,000 to over $15,000, clipped planchet, depending on the clip and condition. Values range from $100 to $800 plus. Full drum lines on reverse in high-grade MS67 plus. Extremely rare and valuable among collectors. Can bring in to $1,500 to $7,000 or more. Auction records and eye-popping sales. If you think it ends with a few $100s, think again. Some 1976 D Bicentennial Quarters have achieved astronomical values at public auctions. A 1976 D quarter in MS68 condition sold for a whopping $6,463 at heritage auctions. A silver-clad Bicentennial Quarter graded PR70 DCAM Deep Cameo sold for over $10,000. Unique error varieties have changed hands in private sales for $15,000 to $25,000. Some rumors and reported offers have valued unique or experimental varieties at over $100,000. While these figures may be rare, they are very real, proving that the right coin, in the right condition, with the right features, can command a small fortune. We're diving into the thrilling world of the 1976 D Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar, a coin minted to celebrate America's 200th birthday, but now hunted by collectors for its rare errors and ultra-high grades. One of these coins has fetched tens of thousands at auction, and some experts speculate ultra-rare specimens could be worth up to $100,000 or more. Buckle up and stay with us till the end, because this coin's value and story will blow your mind. Minting statistics and coin types. The 1976 Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar was produced in both clad and silver versions. 1976 D clad copper nickel, common in circulation. 1976 D 40% silver, uncirculated, and proof sets, produced for collectors. Special mint sets, SMSL rare, high-quality strikes. Over 287,1976 D Kennedy half-dollars were minted. While most are common, those with rare errors or high-grade conditions MS67 and above are incredibly valuable. Rare errors and high-value varieties to watch for. Hidden among the millions are a handful of error coins and exceptional specimens that are worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. Here's what collectors and dealers are looking for. Double die obverse DDO. Value, $300 to $3,000 depending on grade. Struck on the wrong planchet. Value, $5,000 to $15,000 plus at auction. Off-center strike. Value, $250 to $2,000 depending on severity. Clipped planchet and broad strike errors. Value, $200 to $1,500. High-grade MS67, MS68 examples. These are extremely rare, with near-perfect luster and no visible wear. A 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar graded MS68 sold for over $8,000, shocking auction results and sales records. Collectors go wild when pristine or rare error coins hit the auction block. Here are some eye-popping sales. A 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar in MS68 condition sold for $8,812 at heritage auctions. A 40% silver variety in pristine proof condition sold for over $5,000. Known off-metal strike errors have surpassed $10,000, with some rarities rumored to approach six-figure territory. In 2023, a top-graded DDO variety sold for $4,800, showing growing demand and value. These prices prove that the right 1976 D Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar isn't just change, it's a gold mine. A single coin minted nearly 50 years ago could be a hidden treasure. Today we're diving into the mysterious and astonishing world of the 1976 D Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, a coin celebrating America's 200th birthday that has taken the collector's market by storm. This isn't just any Eisenhower dollar. Certain rare errors, unique strikes, and perfect conditions have sent its value soaring at auctions. History of the 1976 D Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. To commemorate the United States bicentennial in 1976, the U.S. Mint introduced special versions of the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, each featuring a unique reverse design, and the dual date 1776 to 1976. The Eisenhower dollar, honoring President Dwight D. Eisenhower, saw a complete redesign of its reverse for this occasion. The 1976 D Eisenhower dollar, minted in Denver, was one of the more heavily circulated issues. However, not all were made equal. Hidden among these coins are rare errors and high-grade specimens that can be worth a fortune, minting statistics, and types. There were several types of 1976 bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. 1976 D-clad copper nickel, the most common, found in circulation. 1976 D 40% silver, minted in limited quantities for collector sets. Proof and mint state varieties MS67, MS69, rare in top condition. Over 82 million Eisenhower dollars were minted in Denver with the 1776 to 1976 dual date. But only a tiny fraction of these feature the key errors or exceptional quality grades that can drive values into the five-figure range. Valuable errors and varieties to watch for. Double die obverse DDO, value, $500 to over $3,500, depending on condition. Off-center strikes, value, $250 to over $2,000, depending on how off-center. Struck on wrong planchet, some of these error coins have sold for $10,000 to $20,000 plus. Clipped planchet or broad strike, these mint errors are instantly noticeable. Value, $150 to $1,000, high-grade MS67 or MS68 coins, in pristine condition. These are extremely rare. A 1976 Eisenhower dollar-graded MS68 sold for $25,000 plus. Auction records and sales that shocked the collecting world. While circulated examples may only be worth face value, the rarest 1976 D Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars have stunned collectors at auctions. A 1976 D Eisenhower dollar in MS68 condition sold for $25,850 at heritage auctions. A rare silver-clad bicentennial proof-graded PR70 DCAM sold for over $10,000. Known wrong planchet errors have been auctioned for more than $20,000. There are rumors of ultra-rare specimens unconfirmed valued at over $100,000, especially for experimental or presentation strikes. These incredible sales prove one thing: the right Eisenhower dollar could be worth more than its weight in gold.